Shalom and welcome to Adat Shalom. I'm Crystal and I thought I would go over how to of Hanukkah. So if you're like me, when you get into the Messianic movement, the first issue that you have is, how do I do all of these feasts? Well, that's part of the reason why we're starting these videos, is to how to. You'll see our normal team of rabbis will be teaching you about what is Hanukkah. I'm going to teach you how to do it. I believe that a woman's place is to make her home ready, and that it is her job to make the home a home. So it is our job to do that. So this is how I do it. Not saying that this is the right way or the wrong way. This is just my way. So this is what we call the messy antics, is you kind of make your own halakha, if you will, of how you celebrate Hanukkah. And when you're starting out, you have to figure out what that halakha is. So here's this is how I start getting ready for Hanukkah. Obviously, first things that you need for Hanukkah, and all you really need for Hanukkah, is this and this. This is what they call a Hanukkah menorah, and this is your dreidel. First thing that you need to know, and I will go into further explanations in a different video on these individual items and how to use them and what we're doing. Just quick, this is called a Hanukkah or a Hanukkah menorah. And your dreidel. Hanukkah, you'll light it for 8 nights. This is your shamash candle, and each of these are represented by a night. This is your dreidel. This is a fun game to play with kids, and if you have kids, definitely get them some dreidels, get them excited about Hanukkah by starting with the dreidel. How I start planning for Hanukkah is I have my handy dandy box that was given to me years ago, and we start with these. I made these years ago. They coincide with some things, and I'll explain that in a minute. I actually start planning for Hanukkah, and I probably, as soon as Hanukkah's over, is probably time to start planning for the next Hanukkah. What I do is I have a planner. My planner is the faith-based planner from Happy Planner. And I start with that, and I get my Hanukkah stuff ready. Let me show you what I've got. I start with, what week is Hanukkah? Let me take this out. I've got a bunch of notes in my planner. So I start out with, here is my Hanukkah. This reminds me of where I need to be. Shows you where the new moon is. Shows you where Hanukkah starts. This is how I start. Then I have a list of what I need to start with. And to get it ready, we have my gift list, so that I know where what the kids are looking at, and what possible ideas that I start with for the year of things that I might want to get the kids. Now, when I say gifts, my gifts are a little bit different than your normal gifts. I come up with games that we can play as a family. I come up with activities we can do as a family, and I start planning for how much I want to spend for the kids and what they need. I try to plan. I get my planner to set up for each night of Hanukkah. And I got these lovely sticker packs from Bible Journal Love. I'll link them in the thing below. It's an instant download. You print them out on sticker paper and you're good to go. Robin Sampson has an amazing website and an Etsy store. She has a lot of planner stuff, but she also has a lot of Bible journaling stuff. I use her for so many different things, and I definitely want to give a shout out to her and what she's doing out there. And I used her for all of this, but I also used her for a lot of these. So what I do is I take this, I write out what I'm going to do. I also have this planner. I do want to make sure that if you are keeping Hanukkah for the first time, this is a great first planner for you. This is by TorahFamilyLiving.com. It's the Torah Family Living Planner. They set aside each plan. They have a section for the feasts, and they give you like places that you need, what you need to do, and they give you like activities and crafts, the ideas for celebrating, scriptures. This is a great place to start. I have my own way of doing things because of doing it for so many years, but this is a wonderful starting activity and what you start with. The other thing I would recommend you get for Hanukkah is this book. This is the Judaism translation of First Maccabees, and I will link that one in the thing below. This is anijudaism.com. This is by Christopher Fredrickson. And he does a translation of the book of Maccabees that is simple English, so that when you're reading the story of Hanukkah, which is the whole point of Hanukkah, you have a simple translation. And this is by people who know Messiah, but also love the Jewish culture. So this is just a wonderful thing that they have put out. Also, another great book that I've used in the past and still use is Light by First Fruits of Zion. They have like a whole book on what to do and how to do it. It gives you the games and Hanukkah music that they suggest. It gives you chapters to read and kind of help you structure yourself for Hanukkah. The other thing that I use is Adat Shalom's Messianic Devotional. This we put together a few years ago. This is what I use mostly. This has all of our blessings in it. It has different devotionals that we can do each night. Something short. It can go longer if you want to, because we've added scriptures and stuff in this, but it's just a very short little thing that you can do with your family so that you structure your Hanukkah. And we actually start Hanukkah on the night before Hanukkah, which I will go into later on as well. I'm going to do a whole video on the Shamash night and how you keep the Shamash night and why we do it as a Messianic believer. These little cards that I made, I laminated them. I made them with stickers, and I stuck on some Velcro glue stuff on it. And what I do is I printed out all of these little books and activities that we have as a family, and I have a wall hanging that I'm going to show you, that my assistant's going to go grab as my wall hanging, and I'll show you where that goes. But I made these cards, and it says night 1. It has our scriptures that we use each night. And then on the back, it gives you an idea of what we're doing. And so I put these little cards, like this is one of the videos that we use, and I can stick that on there. And if we're doing a Hanukkah party, great. If whatever book, because we have like several books that we do, and I stick those on there, and then I actually stick it up in this wall hanging. This was my first year decoration that I made. Is I just took felt and I sewed the pockets, and so each night of Hanukkah has different things in it, and we stick these cards in each night so the kids can pull them out and they know what we're doing. And then we have this card for our Shamash night, but I also put in I have a small blessing card that I stick in there. I made this little set of blessings. These are blessings that we got from Hebrew for Christians. They put out all these blessings, and I didn't need to rewrite the wheel. So what I did is I just printed them out and I laminated them, put them on a ring, and they can go in here. I'm going to give you a full tutorial on how we did this on another video, but this is just the start. I hope this inspires you. I hope this helps you to get ready for Hanukkah, and I look forward to seeing you again. Shalom.